This video, I'm going to explain what over-rotation is in freestyle and how it can negatively impact your breathing and your speed. Hey Swimmers, welcome back to the Swim Bites channel. I'm Coach Mandy, and today's quick tip video is on over-rotation, why it occurs, and how it negatively impacts your freestyle breathing and also your speed. Now, before I get started, if you are new to the channel or you've been watching my content, be sure to hit the subscribe button below. That way you stay notified for new and exciting content weekly, and you also support the channel. All right, let's get into it. Rotation in freestyle is important, but if you do too much, it can negatively impact your form. You can see here in this demonstration that I'm rotating too much, especially when I'm breathing. And you can see here that I can almost draw a straight line from both shoulders, or close to it. This means that my body position has over-rotated. When my arm is exiting the water, it's heavy, and it can cause my entire body line to sink. So if you're watching this video and you struggle with breathing, chances are you may be over-rotating. Here you can see that the over-rotation is much more dramatic. It's almost a straight line from shoulder to shoulder. And because of this, rotating too far, which is very easy to do, is it sends your energy down and you end up sinking, whether dramatically or slightly. Either way, once your brain senses that your body line is sinking, what will happen is you will struggle with either trying to kick harder or to try to rebalance yourself by splaying your legs. You can see here that when I am breathing, I'm actually looking too far up, which also causes that over-rotation. And because of that, when I try to complete the breath, my body line will sink, I may get a little bit of water, and it just becomes a lot more difficult. Once my body line is sinking, you can already see here that my legs start to splay. The reason why my legs are splaying is to rebalance myself immediately to get myself back up on the surface of the water. So if you're watching this video and you struggle with a lot of these points, whether it's getting water when you're breathing, feeling a little bit of sinking, slowing down, or you're struggling with trying to eliminate any leg splay, it's due to over-rotation. So here I've corrected that rotation, and you see a big difference. From shoulder to shoulder, it's about a 45-degree angle. So rotation is very much important, but you don't want to have too much of a good thing. And because the rotation is just enough, your body line is nice and balanced, there's no sinking, and you can see here it's very much even on both sides. So earlier I briefly mentioned there's different things that can cause the over-rotation. In this demonstration, what's causing that over-rotation is taking too much time to breathe and also rotating your head position too far out of the water. These two habits will cause you to over-rotate. So you'll see right at this freeze frame right here, because I'm looking directly up out of the water, my whole face is out, and I'm also taking too long to breathe, most likely you will definitely over-rotate. And because of that, more time isn't actually going to help you. It will throw off your entire body line, also throw your rhythm out of sync, and you end up being more out of breath. So as much as you could be balanced without breathing, the moment you take a breath, things start to fall apart. And if you're watching this and you can relate, this most likely is happening in your freestyle. And you can see here again that my head is out of the water. And at this moment, I can see my arm, my left arm. So if you're breathing and you see your high side arm out of the water, you're taking too long, and also definitely most likely over-rotating, which is doing too much movement, and it's negatively impacting not only your breathing, but it will also slow you down. So if you are doing this in your own freestyle technique and you're breathing every other stroke, whatever distance you're swimming, that's half of your freestyle. So it's important to keep it quick. You can also see in this underwater demo how much over rotation can sink your body line. And after demonstrating that, I went ahead and corrected it towards the end, and you can see my body line pop back up on the surface. When you over rotate, shoulder stacked on top of each other, your arm is very heavy out of the water, and this is what causes the sinking. Now, right now I'm moving at a slow pace so you can see exactly what happens when doing so, but even moving a little bit faster, you're still going to have some sinking involved where your body line will pop back up and then down, and all of that's just creating more resistance and making it more difficult to breathe and also to be more efficient. And if you're already sitting low to begin with and you try to breathe, chances are you'll probably want to lift your head because you already sense that you're sitting lower under the water. So it becomes this constant fight to get the air. But once I corrected it, you can see right here, I am not over rotated, just about 45 degrees, and my body line pops back up. No issues within the space to breathe if I wanted to. But even though I'm able to do that, it's harder and a lot less forgiving if you're already over rotated, and it's difficult to kind of manage and get yourself back up on the surface. So it's a much better approach to get used to eliminating that over rotation, and then you don't have to deal with it or manage it moving forward. And also from the forward view, you can see here by over rotating, you see this kind of sinking, but also in this freeze frame that my high set arm is stacked on top of my body line. That's when it's gone too far. Versus, as you'll see here, corrected, is my high set arm is moving and positioned at an angle. So your high set arm is very heavy, so when you keep it positioned laterally, then you're able to keep your balance consistent.
Okay, swimmers, if you're watching this video and you feel that you are over rotating, let me know in the comments below. Also, hit the pinned comments and join my SwimVice program. Since you already understand what over rotation means, I have a specific course to help you understand and execute proper alignment to eliminate that over rotation for you to be able to swim an efficient, seamless freestyle technique. All right, swimmers, enjoy your practice, and I will see you all next week.